Welcome back. In today's episode, we're going to be discussing pushing yourself beyond the limits you think are possible.
Welcome to this edition of Peak Performers Podcast with your host, Thor Conklin. Thor will be sharing the necessary tools, strategies, and psychology you'll need to become a peak performer in any area of your life or business.
Thor Conklin here. We give you the tricks, the tips, the tools, the strategy, the technology, and the psychology peak performers use in order to get more done and execute at the highest level. If you know what to do but struggle with getting it all done, or simply want to raise your game to the next level, this podcast is for you. Sit back and enjoy. I am on the west coast of the United States, just north of San Diego in California, and I'm going to be taking part in a 3-day exercise, a 3-day marathon that's going to test my physical fitness and my mental fortitude. I'm participating with an organization called SEALFIT. It's a company that trains Navy SEALs before they actually go into the training. In addition to training Navy SEALs, they also train executives and entrepreneurs and force them to figure out what their limits are and how to push beyond those. I have no idea what's in front of me, but I do know that it starts off with a 45-minute plank. That's right. The event starts with a 45-minute plank. Now, I'm only up to about 3 minutes, so I'm not quite sure how I'm going to do 45 minutes, but I'm going to find out. And it was interesting. On Facebook the other day, someone posted and said, why in the world would you ever pay someone to do this to you? And I thought about that for a second. And I realized that I'm not paying someone to do this to me. I'm doing this and I'm paying someone to do this for me. Yes, for me. Everything that we want in our lives sits outside of our comfort zone. The things we've not tried yet because of fear or lack of confidence or whatever it might be. These 3 days are going to push me to the limits and beyond my limits. I believe you're either growing or dying, becoming more or becoming less. And I'm committed to figuring out how to become more, do more, give more, be more. I do know one thing. When I get back from this event, the limits that I thought were once impossible will now be possible. The things I didn't think I could accomplish, I will now accomplish. Look, I realize that a lot of this is not going to be fun. A 45-minute plank? Not fun in my book. Running into the cold Pacific Ocean in November? Not fun. If you've ever been in the Pacific Ocean, it's cold in August. I have no idea what it's going to feel like in November. I have no idea how much sleep we're going to get. I have no idea what's going to be required of me. But I do know one thing. I will not quit. I will not let up. I will finish this challenge with a smile on my face, knowing who I've become in the process. I can't stress this enough. There's a zone around you that's known as your comfort zone. It's the zone that you live in. Hopefully, you're pushing that zone further and further out because everything that you want lies outside that zone. Otherwise, you'd already have it. And I hope somewhere in your life, you're figuring out what you can do to become more, to expand, to grow, that you have people around you that are pushing you. Because it's human nature. We can't push ourselves enough. Our minds are designed to keep our bodies safe, to keep it in a rested state, to preserve life. Your mind does not want you to overexert yourself. It's not designed that way. It's not wired that way. You have to consciously create the system, the routines, the habits in order to push yourself. So, question of the day. What are you doing to push yourself outside your comfort zone? A lot of times it may feel like fear, and that's when you know you're at the edges. Push through that. If you're finding it difficult to do this, drop me an email at info@thorconklin.com. I'd be more than happy to give you some techniques on how to push outside your comfort zone and achieve anything that you want. Until next time, have an absolutely amazing day. Thank you so much for listening today. I really do appreciate your time, and I hope you found today's show valuable. If you would like to receive these shows automatically to your phone or to your computer, simply go to iTunes and subscribe. after listening to several of his shows. If you're so inclined, please leave us a 5-star rating, as this helps us reach additional people and spread the message. If you're truly committed to taking your life to the next level and doing whatever it takes to become a peak performer, but something's holding you back, something is blocking your way, and you just can't seem to figure out what it is, send me an email to info@thorconklin.com, and I'd be more than happy to get on the phone with you. We'll schedule a 15-minute discovery call. No obligation, no cost. I absolutely love to hear from the listeners, and if there's something I can do to help, I'd be more than happy to do that. Also, if you found something of great interest in today's show and you want to share that with your friends and family, simply go to my Facebook page, Thor Conklin, click on the episode, hit the share button, and share it on your page. You can follow me at Twitter at Thor Conklin. The website is thorconklin.com. We're constantly adding new free resources, discussing additional tricks, tips, tools, and strategies on how to be a peak performer. Remember, I try to keep these episodes short so you can listen to them during dot time, doing other things, commuting, driving, walking, working out. Decide to be a peak performer in all that you do. And until tomorrow, have an absolutely amazing day.